All right, everyone, here we go with Neptune Retrograde. Oh, Neptune in Aries. Retrograde's doing some shit with all kinds of activity going on around this. What is it all? Let's just sum it up, right? Fuck it. A lot of clarity's coming your way. There's a whole shitload of clarity, about 5-6 months of it, I would say. You easily see where you're going. I got the Nine of Wands and the base energy here, just as a surface read. Now, I ask the universe what it wants to tell you about this. 9 wands crossed by 5 swords. All right. You get to see which dreams are viable, which routes are viable, what's good. It's like having a map, right? And you're going to charge forward because of this energy. You or somebody else, or you and somebody else are charging forward here, Knight of Wands, on the right path, shall we say, with the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Star. Start moving toward the dreams that can come true, the ones that are right. And in this energy, you see the ones that you thought were good, but maybe you're not going to be able to do that, or maybe it's not panning out the way you thought. This is one of those energies where I'll tell you, if you're rigid, you're screwed. You need to change your mind when you see things that go in the wrong way. In your life, in your dreams, in the outside world too, whatever you want to do. Okay, it's important. Otherwise, you just go over the cliff with the bus. You know who the hell wants that? Now, you got somebody attached to you. I'm not sure they're coming towards you. I'm not sure yet, but they're definitely seeing the reality of what they should have done, and maybe they're trying to wish up another shot. I'm not sure. Let's shuffle the deck. All right, let's do it. Let's see where we go here. I think. I was going to do a pyramid here, but I don't know. I might want to do my regular read. We'll see where it goes. Let me keep shuffling and tell you it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. I'm not a fucking time lord, but this energy, it will kick in. Neptune goes retrograde, I think, on the 4th, and it kind of kicks in right away. That clarity is there. If you've been a little foggy, have you had some days leading the lead up here around the solstice? We sometimes get a little head fog and things like that. We feel a little tired. It's called, you can look it up if you want and fact check me, whatever, I don't care. It's called reverse SAD, reverse seasonal affect disorder in the summertime, right? At the summer solstice. Yeah, you might have been, but Neptune going retrograde should clear a lot of that fog off. Should wake you up. You should have a wakey time, or it should start to begin anyway. All right, let's see where we go here. I'm going to do pyramid. I think I am. The overall energy of this reading, I think it's important that I do. It's the Page of Pentacles. Somebody's learned, this is my student. You have an energy attached to you, an incoming energy that can see clearly now the rain is gone. They can see all the obstacles in their way, right? Isn't that a song? It's going to be a bright, sunshiny day. Somebody, because of what they're seeing, this clarity, learning, right? They got a new perspective. That's very nice. Somebody might seem like they own a new drug, too. I got a little Huey Lewis here. A little bit. I want a new drug, one that does what it should, right? One that won't make me crash my car. I love that line, I'll tell you. All right, right here. How they feel about you is here. How they see you is here now, I suppose. It's different from before. And the potential final outcome is here. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I'll clarify whatever needs clarifying. I think most of it will. All right? Whatever. We'll do a nice, solid reading. And we'll throw some universe cards at the end. And if we need to extend it, I will. There'll be a couple of links at the top of the description. I'll probably end up clarifying everything for sure. I could feel this energy. It should be a very easy read, because the energy is very clear, right? So these feelings should be very clear, shouldn't they? Right? Yeah, that's pretty clear. Judge is usually pretty clear. So just to be clear, Your Honor, I'm going to be gone for life. Right, I said life. Yes. Gavel hit the thing. Yeah, pretty clear. You don't need to clarify that. Now, is there any chance I could get out? Maybe. I said life. Okay. Very clear energy here. Somebody knows exactly what they want to do. Somebody wants to do it for themselves. It's like a redemption run, right? It's a bit of a redemption. What's a redemption run? I remember I took my car up the coast one day in the summer of 2018, and the thermostat went out. So I didn't really enjoy my day. So Got the car home, fixed the thermostat, about $10, no big deal. Half hour of my time. And then I did a redemption run. I took a ride. That one went well, and I saw it as my redemption ride. So you're somebody here is feeling they need to redeem themselves in your eye. Take a redemption ride on you. Maybe, hey, I don't joke about anything that's not in the energy. Maybe they banged you and it didn't go too well, right? I want to try again. I wasn't thinking then, right? I don't know. Center card. Ace of Swords, reconciliation energy, that ties with my redemption run thing here. Somebody feels very righteous about you. There's a lot of swords they want to stick in you. Be careful, right? Be careful. I'll tell you what. Wow, what's ready? I mean, I just got swords. Seven of Swords, more swords. I'm right. It's the redemption run here. These two are red together. Somebody wants to right a wrong here. Somebody either didn't do it right the first time with you, feels like they let themselves down. It's not about you. It's about our dreams with Neptune. And now they can see clearly where they've let themselves down, where they screwed themselves over, where that Five of Swords was in the pre-shuffle, right? Most people get in their own way. They think about it too much. Gosh, gee, I'd love to go to blah, blah, blah. Oh, but you know, and that's where it goes down. They start telling friends, and the friends are like, oh, but yeah, but you don't want to do that because of blah, blah, blah. I mean, if you ever have a dream, anything you want to do not tell a soul. I remember when I told people about me wanting to come to California 3,000 miles away at 19 years old with no fucking job, no money, $900 is all I had, and no place to live lined up. I should have kept my mouth shut. Everybody was discouraged. Oh, you'll be back in 2 weeks. Oh, this and that and the other thing. Right? Everybody. It really kind of bummed me out. Except for one friend. My friend Mark. I talk about him all the time. He said, if anybody can do it, you can. I ran into him at a 7-Eleven. I remember. He said, he's the only one who said anything positive. All right? So for the most part, people discourage you from shit. This person here is self-discouraging. And they want to redeem that. Now they're feeling like they're strong. Now they get it. They get something. Okay? Any kind of dream you want to do, whether it's going toward a person, you got to just believe in yourself. Other people, if you're relying on other people to believe in you, you can forget it. There's a little bit of jealousy that's in there that they're not doing it. You know, I got a lot of it later, years down the road when when Facebook came around, then it started, people started trickling in. Oh, I wish I'd have had the stones to do it. Yeah, oh, it must be great, Steve. Yeah, that's not the shit you were saying at the time. You know, I was stupid, I was dumb, I was what, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I'm never stupid and I'm never dumb, and neither are you, and neither is this person. Whatever it is, they feel very strongly here that they need to redeem themselves. That's the word, okay? They want to show you something, okay? How do they see you? It's important to understand that. I wanted to call it a Page of Pentacles. I truly did, but it's already here. It's a Knight of Pentacles. Okay. What else? The Lovers. Yeah, this person wants... They see you as something I'm going to call it a conquest. It's not a conquest. Okay, I just can't come up with another word. It's like my redemption ride in my car up the coast. I wanted to conquer it. I wanted to do it and have nothing break and get back home. Right? It's a bit of that. Somebody wants to get it right with you. And I think they see you as I'm going to clarify the shit out of these. I don't think they see you as an easy mark, but I think they see you as available. Can I put it that way? I don't want to say you're easy. I don't think you are. But they see you as available. They see you willing to listen, maybe. Maybe listen a lot, if you catch my drift. I don't know. What's the potential final outcome for you, my viewer here? It's red with the Ace of Swords in their redemption row, right? The Page of Wands. A lot of pages here. Page, learning at the level of a page, getting a new... This is stuff, whatever's going on, whatever this person's learning, whoever they are, this is shit they should have learned a long time ago, right? A long time ago. My wife likes to watch reality shows, and she speaks a few languages, so she watches them from different countries. There's a huge difference. I know it's cultural, but there's a huge difference between Love Island, UK, where they bang in 3 minutes in. I've seen every cast member naked within the first 10 minutes of the fucking episode, and a Korean reality show where they just sit there on the couch and don't talk to each other and get all nervous, cover their mouths with their hands, cover their puss region with a fucking pillow. Nobody could see anything. I mean, it's just, they just, I mean, I yell at the screen constantly. I was further advanced than this in 5th grade. Okay? So this person here, it's a bit of that. Somebody feels like they should have known what to do. They should have done something right. It should have. There's a whole lot of the word should have going on here. But I think the last time you interacted with this person, you were worlds apart. You were Love Island UK. They were, I don't know, what's one of those damn Korean shows? Exchange or something like that? I mean, I'll just pick one. They're all the same. They all just sit there on the couch and don't talk to each other and don't make eye contact. Nothing ever happens. Nothing. Nothing. The most you get to see is somebody's feet. That's about it. And most of the time they're wearing socks. You know, so my glasses fell. That's funny. All right, so at the that's what I'm saying. So somebody here should have learned this a long time ago. They know it. They're coming in. They're a little inexperienced, but they're going to try. Let's clarify. Let's fucking clarify some shit. Let's use the light seer. Okay. Let's take this out. All right. Stick it right there. Let's go. Come on, Steve. Get it together. I know it's early. It's early. All right, let's see where we go here. I'm going to pull on Justice. That one's calling to me. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. I used it last night for a friend of mine. All right, here we go. And I'm sure, I'm not trying to pick on anybody. I'm sure the great people of Korea bang. I mean, there's enough of them. Somebody must get some at some point, unless it's all turkey baster. I don't know. You know, but at the end of the day, it's a good example of what's going on, the difference between you two, right? I mean, it's this person here feels almost ashamed of how they behaved in this energy. Why? Because of all the surrounding energies, all that Jupiter and Cancer causing expansion, a Cancer-themed soulmate cycle, right? And all of that emotion is there, and now you've got Neptune going retrograde in fucking Aries. Well, we want to get shit done, we want to go after dreams, and somebody sees the one main dream they missed. They did it wrong. They got a lot of clarity here. All right. Justice. I'm going to pull on that, and I'm going to pull on the 7 of Swords. Why is Justice here? We definitely extended this one. But I'm going to pull the shit out of this. You know, I never hold my readings hostage. You know that. I really want to pull the shit out of this Lover's card. But we got to get there. You got to peel the energy back in layers. All right? Justice. Why is it here? Tell me about it. On the plus side, my wife does speak Korean real good. All right, here we go. She won't turn the subtitles on for me. That's a good way to learn a language. It's immersion, right? It's like if you go to the country and you have to learn the language. The best thing, if you can't do that, if you can't travel, let's say you want to learn French or something like that, shut off the subtitles. Let's say you speak English and you want to learn French. Shut off the English subtitles and watch the show. Watch French TV shows. You'll have to figure out eventually you'll figure out what they're saying. And you know, after a couple of seasons, you'll understand. You'll be able to watch it without the subtitles. It's kind of immersion through the television. Just a tip. Save your money on fucking Rosetta Stone and shit. It's just use your TV. Just immerse yourself in it. Immersion's always the best way to learn anyway. It's all a lot of those language software things do is throw you in it. They're all kind of an immersion thing. They just do it with pictures. Why not watch a murder mystery too? You know? All right, Justice. Why is it here? Just a tip. I know people like to learn different languages. It is what it is. But anyway, I don't get to see it with the subtitles on. So I just kind of poke in every once in a while. And I say, have they banged yet? Nope. Oh my God. The 2 of Swords. Crossing Justice. Oh, fuck. I want to say something good here. You know, it's confusion. The environmental energy around this is confusion. Okay? It's clear. Somebody was confused. And there's justice underneath it. There's justice right underneath it. She looks Korean. Oh my God, I've been talking about that. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day here, that's amazing. Somebody can see clearly now. The rain is gone. They can see all the obstacles in their way, but their feelings for you are still a little bit confused. Even in this energy, what's on top? These are feelings for you. So I'm going to focus on that angle of it. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Somebody can see clearly that they should have gone for you. They should have made a move. Always make a move. You don't get if you don't make a move. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, this is somebody who's, well, this could be a family member or a friend, or it could be a love thing. Let's say it's a love thing, because it really feels like that to me. Somebody thinks they should have married you. They should have been with you. You should have been the one. And they can see that clearly in this energy. Well, why didn't they before? Let's pull on the Seven of Swords. Let's see what they're seeing clearly about their lives. That all makes sense. Well, let's see what they're seeing clearly about their lives. Okay? Let's see where we go here. Seven Swords. Seven Swords. Why is it here? It's crossed by the King of Swords. Well, it's the King of Truth. Yep. Somebody is sitting with their lies. That Kevin, the King of Swords, and the environmental energy here is good. He's holding this sword. So I don't have to clarify that. In fact, that will come with this. So we'll talk about it then. Somebody is sitting with a lot. Sort of like when I sat, when my thermostat broke. Right? I had to sit there. You know, it was really funny. It was a funny day because I'm on the side of PCH, way past Trancas, which is way outside Malibu. You know, and I'm just sitting there on the side of the road. There happened to be a bike marathon going by that day. And I swear to God, I'm leaning on the car, and people keep going by on the bikes going, nice car, nice car. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, it was while I was running. You know, you just don't want to hear you have a nice car when you broke down on the side of the road waiting for AAA. You know, I mean, that's kind of what's here a little bit. Somebody here has a lot of people in their ear maybe telling them, oh, yeah, Steve's viewer, oh, they were awesome. Why didn't you go for that? Why, you know, somebody's really sitting with their lies here. I really had to kind of sit with it that day, you know. I mean, it's, yeah, I was glad none of them stopped. You know, hey, fire it up, let me hear it. Well, you know, right here. This person has people in their ear, is my point. Okay? I don't joke about anything that's not part of the energy. Imagine them leaning against a picture of you. Okay? You're a big poster on a wall. It's not a car anymore. It's a picture of you. I'll do the lateral thinking for you. Right? You're leaning against it. People keep walking by going, oh, they're beautiful. Wow, the girl or guy on that picture is beautiful. That's Steve. Is that one of Steve's viewers? Yeah. Oh, they're beautiful. It just makes them feel bad. It's worse and worse and worse. You know? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? The Five of Pentacles. It's exactly what I said. Should have done it. They're sitting with the lies. Grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. They're sitting with it. There's a slow-moving energy around them showing them more and more and more how they got locked out. Right? There's more and more people. There were endless bicycles going by me. There's endless energies going by this person and thoughts going through this person about how they should have gone for you. All right? It's just like that. They're just sitting with it. You know, it is what it is. It took that damn tow truck 2.5 hours to get out there. Leave it to me to break down in the middle of fucking nowhere. You know, well, without a toolbox. I could have just taken the thermostat out and drove home, but I didn't have a toolbox. Or anyway, it's a long story. Anyway, I just told the AAA guy, just take me home. I don't feel like working on it. I've been standing here for 2.5 hours hearing what a great car I got. I'm pissed. Let's just load her up and get home. I get free towing anyway. I got the premium package, so fuck it. All right, here we go. I'll fix it in the driveway. All right, Page of Wands. Yeah, this person's hearing a lot. A lot. The energy seems to be going slow. In other words, their lies. Whatever they did to fuck it up with you is going real slow, but they getting a real slow motion view of it, right? Like a sporting event where they slow it down, that's what's happening. It's all happening in slow motion. All right, I'm not going to pull on that yet. I'm going to pull on the Lovers. I want to pull the shit out of the Lovers, okay? This person sees you as open to this for some reason, and they have a lot of clarity about this. And I don't know why, because I'm not sure you are. You've got other things going on. I feel your energy as maybe, well, you know, I don't know. It's like, again, I'll think laterally for you. The car thing. The AAA guy asked, I've got tools in the truck. We could just pull the thermostat right now. I said, no, I'm just not in the fucking mood. Right? Let's just load it up and take me home. Okay? That's sort of what I get here off of you. I think this person put you in a, you know, a little bit. You're not as much of a open to it as they see you. Okay? They got some splaining to do on a high level. All right, let's go with the Lovers. Why is it here? Talk to me about the Lovers. We're just chilling here. We're all friends. All right, the Lovers. Why is it here? Why is it here? It's caused by the Hierophant. Yeah, da, 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 da. This person sees you as their life partner. And they see you seeing them as the same thing. All right, all we need to do, it's like they got themselves convinced, maybe, if they're really facing these lies, maybe, they got themselves convinced that all we have to do is get in that water. What's on top? The Five of Wands. Yeah, easy, lay down, no problem. I'm not saying you're easy. I know you're not, right? You're on that poster. Nobody on a poster is easy. Okay, yeah, I got you. Five of Wands, why is it here? The Page of Swords. Somebody here, well, it flows both ways. On one side, they're underestimating how much they disappointed you. Okay? On the one side, they're underestimating how much they disappointed you. They see it as no big deal. But on the side, when I flip it and it comes back to you, I think you're disappointed in a feedback loop. You're disappointed that they see it that way, that they think that way. It's sort of like you say to somebody, I can't believe you think that about me, right? I can't believe that. You know, it's that kind of a thing. All right, it is what it is. It's something offensive, you know. All right. Page of Wands, let's go. What's the bridging energy? Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. Again, somebody here just... why is that here? Yeah, victory. Again, somebody thinks they could just get past this. I don't like it. All we need to do is talk. It's an Eight of Wands. It's an energy of all we need to do is talk and everything's fine. Okay. Page of Wands, why is it here? So you've got somebody coming towards you who realizes they should have. I believe it. This is a big deal transit. It's a lot of clarity, but I can flip the energy on you, right? You're doing some things that you may be discouraged from doing. Now you could see how, well, maybe I should have done that. Or why don't I do that? I think I might try, right? I want you to try some things in this energy. Step outside your comfort zone. You got a lot of protection with Jupiter in the sign of the Soulmate Cycle's theme energy for the next year or so. You're all honorary Cancerians because you're in the Soulmate Cycle, which is a Cancerian theme. So that means you got Jupiter in your sign, technically speaking. Little single air quote I'm shuffling. Anyway, I can't do the double. I'm sorry. I could. Well, I can. There you go. All right. All right. Why's the final on this? It's communication. It's fruitful communication. It's the beginnings of something. For you, it's a beginning. For them, it's as far as they can go. They just a page. Okay? Let's be honest. But a page that's seeing very clearly. A page that maybe wishes they were that night up there. Why is the Page of Wands here? Final on this? Yeah, again, it keeps coming up this way. Temperance, crossing it. It's communication, crossing communication. Truth. The truth is it's all about truth. All you've got to do is speak the truth. In other words, what do I mean by that? In other words, this person thinks it's going to be a piece of cake. We just need to have a chat and just dip a toe in the water and we're good to go. You need to keep talking. You need to keep talking. You need to get straight. Whatever it is, you need to get straight. This person was at one time a dream of yours. You were going to do something together. Even if it's just a friend, you were going to be roommates. Or you were going to take off to Manitoba, right? Raise moose or something. I don't know. You had a big dream. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But whatever the case is, you were going to do something with this person. At one time, this person was your dream or a dream. You got a chance to straighten it out here. You can bring a lot of healing. But everything, all the cards need to come out on the table. What's on top? Yeah, the Hangman. You got a view of your own too. You do. Where's the Hangman? It's underneath. It's part of the overall energy of the reading. Why is that here? The Tower. New beginning. Again, I will tell you, because this is your final outcome, you're in the right. If you have a beef with this person, you're in the right. Okay? So you make sure you shove your perspective down their throat. The good news is, in this energy, they'll understand it. They won't try to push it away. They don't want to end up back here. This person's very, what I would call, pliable. You know, you could just take that, like, you could just mold them into whatever you want here. All right? They're definitely headed your way, I would say. There's a lot of healing that can be had here. I've got a 4 of Swords right there. A lot of healing attached to that. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Let's find out. Tell me more about this final outcome, universe. Tell me more about this connection. Well, tell me more about this reconciliation. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. All right, let's do it. And I'm going to do it with the Witches, the actual deck that comes from. All right, let's go. Why is the Ace of Swords here in their feelings? I like this. This is nice. But whether they come towards you or not, you know, it looks like they do. It feels like they do. There's communication here. But they don't have to. Just somebody realizing this benefits you energetically. You'll pick up on it or you'll hear about it in some way. That's very clear. Okay? Let's see where we're at here. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Yeah, it's crossed by 2 swords. And this is read with all this. It's what I said. Your perspective is the actual truth. Their perspective is the truth for them. It's on a page level. They're figuring it out. It's like a child, right? They on a 5th grade level, all right? You're an adult. You're a grown-up. Right? You go straight in. Go straight in. All right? You be you. All right? What's on top? King of Wands. It feels like a King of Wands. It's an out-of-balance Emperor. The Emperor is all 4 kings. This is how the Burger King started around here way back when I first got here. This is how the Burger King started. It was an out-of-balance Emperor reflecting just King of Wands. And that's what this is. This is, I kept wanting to call it King of Wands. It's an Emperor. It's the Burger King. Why is that here? The Fool. Again, somebody here thinks they got this. Thinks that it's very clarity. When children have clarity, right, about something, usually a cast is involved later or some sort of trip to the emergency room. Oh, I got this. I can jump that brook. That's no problem. Got it, right? There's usually a cast involved at the end of it. You're kind of the grown-up here. There's no doubt. What's bridging energy? Yeah, Temperance. Again, Temperance. And Temperance was crossing over here. So it is what it is. Again, we've got a connection here that should have come together, right? Or somebody thinks should have come together, and they're going to show up or might show up. I can't predict free will, and try and put it together. Try and bring it together. I mean, plain and simple. It's all this reading reeks of communication. It's just somebody's clear about where they went wrong, but they're not clear about why they went wrong. Can I say that? That's the point I'm trying to make here. I want you to understand that if this person shows up or you hear something about them while Neptune is retrograde. Okay? All right? It's sort of like, think of it, I'll give you another car analogy, right? Some of you probably know what a thermostat is in a car when I said that, right? I know there's a thermostat, Steve, but I'm not sure what it does or how to fix it. Right? That's what's going on here. Somebody's aware that they fucked up, but they're not as clear as how to fix it. They're very emotionally immature. They didn't bother to learn to fix things. Sort of like they read the repair manual and just looked at what all the parts were called, but didn't look at the instructions for how to take it out and replace it. It's a bit of that. You need a part replaced in this connection. It's going to be up to you to do it. No doubt about it. What else does the universe want to tell you? 1 card and a crossing card. I don't have a fucking devil on the table here. I don't. And I like that. I don't have a devil. I have a Knight of Cups from the pre-shuffle coming back, which is right here, shows up in the reading from another deck. And I've got a Knight of Swords here. Somebody approaches. You need to give them some perspective. All right? You do. I don't think, well, it's a bit like I said, I don't think you're in the mood for it when they show up. It is possible. I'll see. Why don't we see? Let's pull on the Knight of Pentacles. I said I don't hold my readings hostage. Again, I just get a repeat message. Somebody showing up, Knight of Cups with good intentions. Environmental energy around it is to bring some change. But again, your final outcome talks about perspective. And the only way we get to rebuild is with your perspective. This applies if you're in a current relationship. Lots of people are in current relationships that they're delusional about. Don't come at me and go, well, this reading wasn't for me. I'm married. I've been married for 15 years. You know how many fucking people I know that have been married 15 plus years that are fucking delusional? Right? You know, I mean, it is what it is. We're facing some truths here. We're clear. You gotta both want the same thing in retirement. It can't be, well, I wanna fly the world and cruise and whatever, and the other person just wants to sit around and eat popcorn and watch TV. You can't do that. It doesn't work. You know, you got to get real about what the dream is and get on board. Now, compromise can be had. Whether this is somebody you're already with or somebody what looks like you should have been with. All right? I'm just not sure. Why am I saying you're not in the mood here? Not in the mood to go in the water. Well, you're not dressed for it. You know? I mean, the girl's going to have to be pretty hot, skinny dipping in that water for me to take off all this armor, put this down, tie up the horse. I mean, it's going to have to be something I really want. I want to take a shot at. You know? That's all I'm saying. That's why it reads that way. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Again, just catch my drift. You don't have to take me literally. Energy reading is always about analogies and trying to make things sort of explain the flow in that sort of way. Especially for a large number of people. It's tricky. It's crossed by the Page of Cups. This is a little bit of Mr. T. Ain't got time for no jibber jabber. It's a bit of that. All right, again, what did I just say? Rewind. Right? It could be a girl or a guy. I don't care. I'm not that picky. But I damn well better want to get in that water with them. Otherwise, I got to take off all this shit. I got to tie up the horse. I got to put my pentacle somewhere safe. I mean, it's a lot. I didn't show up ready for a skinny dip here. I'm wearing a suit of fucking armor. Right? And again, crossing energy, somebody's coming in and I think you're like, oh, I don't know if I want a skinny dip with Star Trek boy. You know, that kind of a thing. I'm telling you right now, it's worth making the effort. Page of Cups tells me that. It's worth making the effort. You won't regret getting in the water with this person. It brings you a great deal of healing. And I'm right. The High Priestess. There's benefits here that you don't know. All right? I don't know. Keeping the skinny dip analogy going, I don't know, maybe that's magic water. I have no idea. You know? There's benefits here you're unaware of. It benefits you on a deep, deep, deep soul level. Why is that here? High Priestess, Two of Cups. This is a very powerful soul connection, you guys. All right? It's worth the effort. It's worth the journey, but take it slow. All right? I still don't have a fucking devil anywhere. I don't have it. This is not one of those connections where, oh, they're a karmic. No. No, they an idiot in a Star Trek uniform who bullshit themselves and, you know, got delusional and realized later after the fact that they should have been with you. Sure. But it is worth getting in that water. All right. If you want the extended, there's a couple of links at the top of the description. I got to go dig into here. I got to pull on this connection. I got to pull the shit out of it. I'm also going to pull this shit out of you for Neptune retrograde, because I think you got a few dreams of your own, don't you? Let's see. But beyond this is just the incoming energy. Fine. You get some communication. It's tarot gold. And it looks like it could be very good. This person will listen to what you have to say. It's not like you're like, oh, I'm going to have to show them my point of view and then we're going to fight. There's not much fighting here. This is the weakest energy as it reflects for me, this Five of Wands. It's pretty effortless for you. Okay? For them, it's hard. And for them, they really hard. But it's hard for them. It's difficult. But for you, it's not that much effort to make a big change here. That benefits you greatly. All right. It makes you feel a lot better moving forward. That's for sure. Like a nice canoe ride or rowboat. Yeah. All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.